Hi guys, we're in London. I'm Mathias from Sweden. This is Martin from Germany. And we're talking about...
Saints Row
4.
4.
It's freaking crazy.
It's freaking... I mean, they asked themselves, could we do a game which is more awesome? And they said, yes, we can.
Yeah,
and we saw it, and...
It was crazy. It was awesome.
It was crazy.
It's like... So the leader of the third City Saints, like the main character of the trilogy, he's like the president of the United States now for somehow, and he got superpowers.
He can fly, he can jump really high. He can
like in Crackdown, he can jump buildings, he can sprint faster than cars.
He can ice people and then run through them and they broke in 1,000 pieces.
And he can soar through the sky, and there's a mech armor. He can just run around in the street destroying things. So maybe to explain a little further what's going on, he's basically being captured by this alien race called the Sen or something, and they've captured him in this virtual version of Steelport, which is the city from the previous game. So it's like a lot of neon. It's always nighttime. Aliens running around. They're like pretending to be humans. They can like face and become other different creatures and like monsters and stuff that also have superpowers. It's crazy.
Yeah, and the role stuff you know from the game, it's still there. You have freaking weapons.
Yeah.
My favorite one they saw us. It was a dubstep weapon. When you shoot at people, then they start to dubstep. I mean, what can be more worse than being sucked into dubstep and not willing to move anything?
They're dubstepping to death, and they're like starting to reverse and do some scratchy noises, and then they die. And then there was also like a weapon that like imploded people, like blew their eyes out of their head, and they exploded. It's crazy. And like they talked about new vehicles like hovering bikes and UFOs, and obviously the mech suit, and they're just adding like the craziest stuff into this game. And they talked about someone created a dragon, but they had to cut it out because it couldn't be handled by the game.
They had Volition had 1 week where everyone could try something which they want to add to the game, and the dragon was one of it. But you can. It's not in the final game, but maybe.
Yeah, just imagine what kind of thing they have.
Maybe it's getting DLC.
Nice.
Who knows?
Yeah, and speaking of DLC, this game kind of started as an expansion pack for Saints Row the Third called Enter the Dominatrix, and they kind of said that they're gonna, after Saints Row 4, they're gonna release a DLC pack called Enter the Dominatrix Director's Cut, where they're gonna add all the stuff they had planned for this expansion pack for Saints Row the Third, like that later got cancelled. So they're gonna put that stuff into Saints Row 4, and they've also talked about the story. They're gonna like continue on the ending of Saints Row the Third, where Sean didn't die. So this is gonna be a continuation of that, and then this game is also gonna have like different endings and kind of like finish the story in a neat way. Apparently, according to them. I'm guessing it's gonna end up in space somehow. You're gonna control the entire galaxy, basically, probably.
What is clear about this game? It's the awesomeness, something like that. It's you can't describe.
Yeah.
And it's coming out in August.
Yeah, it's really close.
Yeah, really close. Before GTA.
Yeah, it's
I
coming
think
out
that was important for them. It's coming for PC, PS3, and Xbox 360.
Yeah, no Wii U version.
I asked them about what about Wii U and what about the next gen, and they told me they could just concentrate on one platform and they couldn't add the whole stuff they need for Wii U or they need for PS4 and whatever Xbox console.
Yeah.
And but when I asked them, but maybe you can do it after releasing the version for this generation, then they said that's a good question. So.
It means yes, probably. Anyways, that's Saints Row 4. Check it out, guys. It seems awesome.